It's very frustrating. You know, when you pass a law, it's on the books, you think it's going to be enforced, and you move on to other business.
We begin with a KOIN 6 investigation looking into patrol towing, a practice banned in neighboring states, but not here in Oregon. It's 6 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Kelly Day. We've done the research for you on the most common places to be towed here in Portland.
And Chris Woodard has been looking into the story and joins us with more. Chris?
Jeff and Kelly, nearly 4,000 vehicles towed in Portland in just the first 7 months of this year. Now, this means in some places we're talking about several cars towed in a day. Well, now there are some questions about just who's breaking the law here, the people parking illegally or the towers themselves.
For this driver,
copy.
It is a rare day he's not doing this several times over. Patrolling lots,
You can see our sign there.
taking calls, towing cars. These guys know what they do is not always looked at in the best light.
I think that the people that call it predatory are the people that have been caught for parking on somebody else's property without asking their permission.
But as our KOIN 6 investigation reveals, the tows are piling up. In the first 7 months of this year, towers in Portland hauled 3,902 vehicles off private property. At about $225 a tow, that amounts to an $877,000 industry.
Do you understand why to some people that might be alarming?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it seems like a lot of, they see people being taken advantage of. But what they don't see is that the business owner is really the person that's being taken advantage of. It hurts the business that they're stealing the parking from.
We crunched the numbers, and it turns out Sargent's is pulling vehicles off 2 of the top 3 most towed properties in Portland. Despite signs posted all over the place, Sargent's had towed 268 vehicles out of this Denny's lot through July. That's more than a car a day. I'll take a look at some of the other hot spots. Retriever towed 86 vehicles out of the Stockyards lots. Sargent's, 84 vehicles out of the Wimbledon Square apartments. And Retriever again, 81 vehicles out of the McCormick Pier property and 77 vehicles out of this Starbucks lot.
It's very frustrating.
They are numbers that drive Sean Cruz nuts.
So you were over here?
Yeah, I park on my own property.
6 years ago, he was working for State Senator Avel Gordley when he had vehicles towed out of his own driveway 4 times. All because the tower thought his driveway was part of the neighboring apartment lot.
Unbelievably arrogant. Actually trespassed on my property.
The senator ended up passing new towing legislation enacted in 2007. But Cruz argues that law is being ignored in Portland today. And that's the reason so many vehicles are being towed.
It's the business model itself that's the fault.
The law says towers can't provide considerations to a property owner in order to get permission to tow from their lot. Cruz argues that towing companies, by signing contracts with property owners and saying they'll patrol a lot free of charge, are providing those illegal considerations.
Bribery. We barred that.
And when towers are not paid by property owners, they rely on money from towed car owners. And logic would tell you they're going to concentrate on lots where they know they can make money.
We never take money from the property owner itself. The people that pay for us are the people whose cars that get towed.
Portland's towing coordinator says she's checked with the city attorney, and this arrangement is legal. She provided us this email exchange with an assistant attorney general saying because this is standard practice, the market rate is 0. Not extra considerations.
Isn't free below fair market value? Is that so hard to understand?
Former Senator Gordley tells us, while the practice may be legal, she questions whether it's ethical for towers to essentially police private parking lots for free.
Our first customer is business owners and property owners because they're the ones that are being hurt. But then when somebody, does get their car towed, then they feel like they're the victim when really we're just doing a service for the business owner.
Now, the whole process here revolves around the fact that patrol towing is legal and a common practice here in Oregon, even though some form of it has been banned in both Washington and California. Our laws allow towers to patrol many of these lots on their own without ever needing a complaint call from a property owner to tow a car. We have a lot more information about this issue for you on our website, including a map where you can take a look at some of the top towed locations near where you live or work. And you can also read what a business manager has to say, who explains why towing cars off his lot is a necessary evil. Back to you.
And if you have a story you feel needs to be investigated, let us know by emailing us news@koin.com or click on the Report It tab on koin.com.